So hi everyone, my name is Alexandra Haynes. This summer I worked with many different people with the agriculture education slash FFA Explorer internship. What I'm realizing though is my internship was really different from everyone else's because I did more of like a survey of different places and worked with a lot of different people who do ag ed but in more of like a non-formal way, and they're not like teaching in a classroom, they're just doing like the behind the scenes advocating for agriculture type of stuff. So just an overview, the beginning of the summer I worked with Dr. Smith and Mr. Lejeune, who are over like the state FFA, and I went to the convention with them and spent a week with them, and then I worked with Dr. Starr, who's a professor here at LSU, on her Go Teach Ag campaign, also working with the Ag Res College that we have here. And then I ended at the Louisiana Farm Bureau Federation with Mrs. Danos, who is over the National Ag in the Classroom campaign, and she just advocates for more agriculture being taught in classrooms, not necessarily agriculture classes. So first off, I went to the FFA convention, and I was supposed to be working on my organization and my perseverance, and this was definitely one of the harder parts because it was such a long process. Like our days would be like 7 to like 11 p.m. This was all day, and basically what I did was just working on organization. I went from task to task, from department to department, just running around the convention center asking people like, what do you need, how can I help you, from handing out trophies to the contestants to going and helping out with the prompters and everything, just every little behind the scene thing that I could help with. I did, and with perseverance, basically it was long and busy days. It's a lot of walking around and a lot of talking, and I'm very introverted, so it was hard to stay awake for 12 hours. But definitely the highlight was just learning more about FFA because I'm from New Orleans and we don't have FFA there, or 4-H. Well, we didn't have my school, so just learning about all the FFA things and what they do, and seeing their really cool jackets that I wish I could have gotten when I was in high school, and seeing how prepared they are for life. Like I would have loved to have that experience and just be so like professionally developed more when I came to college. But also my favorite part was the day of service, just watching them all work together, clean up parts of Alexandria. It was really fun, and just I guess helping learning more about them and learning about more of the students across the state and what they do and what they love about FFA, and just working in the garden because I like gardening, so that was really fun. So the next few weeks I worked with Dr. Starr and her Go Teach Ag campaign slash the Ag Res College, and I know some people don't go to LSU, but one of our dorms is like part Ag college majors where all the ag majors live freshman year, so I helped her kind of create developmental promotional materials for her campaign, or the campaign, and for ARC. So basically I was working on my creativity, which was really helpful for me because I've never considered myself to be a very artistic person or very creative, so this really like tested me, especially creating the Facebook page for the Teach Ag campaign, which is way harder than it looks. Facebook is not that easy to use, and I thought I was like a really technologically advanced millennial, but that is really hard. But it was really fun, like learning how to create like new t-shirt designs for the ARC kids, and like actually helping her improve the ARC program so that kids are more, they have a class that they have to take, and she's noticed that a lot of kids don't like it their freshman year. So just giving her ideas basically on how to make it more interesting for all the ag majors, including the textile majors, the fashion majors, and not just the people who are interested in like farming and things like that, like all types of ag majors. Yeah, so that was really fun. What I learned though is I really like being a part of the behind the scenes advocating for ag and helping develop things for ag and not teaching in the classroom, because I do major in ag ed, but not in the classroom. I couldn't do it. And then finally I was at the Louisiana Farm Bureau, which admittedly was my favorite place because I thought Farm Bureau was just insurance, but the federation part of it, the federation part of it was them advocating again for agriculture. And when I was working for with Miss Linda Danos, she does all of the National Ag in the Classroom campaign, basically getting teachers, not just ag teachers, but like English teachers, math teachers, to incorporate more ag in the classroom, hence the name. So that's what I like to do. I like to advocate more for agriculture so that people who aren't necessarily interested in it, like people from New Orleans and who aren't, interested in farming and things, they still learn about it and learn about the importance of agriculture. So basically my skills for those weeks were to work on my process management, which is basically learning how to do things more efficiently and get your tasks done on time. And throughout the internship, I really worked on that because basically all I did was I worked by myself, and I had tasks to complete, and I had a deadline to complete them. So I really enjoyed that part, and it made me realize I like working by myself with like collaboration here and there, but mostly by myself. And then basically learning, Dr. Starr really wanted me to learn how to be more extroverted and talk about my feelings more to my coworkers. So I learned how to just be more open and talking about my life and answering for the 105th time why I am interested in agriculture, even though I'm from New Orleans and I've never been to a farm or anything. But the highlight from that was definitely, other than meeting all the people who were really, really nice, was attending the farm to school meeting that Mrs. Danos went to. Because when the meeting was pretty long, and there was people from like Pennington who were talking about nutrition and people from schools who were talking about education part, but Mrs. Danos was the only one to really emphasize that the kids who are going to be receiving the nutrition part and the food part and learning about how to prepare the food, she was the only one who's like, we need to get them to understand where their food comes from and hook them up with like a local farmer, so that they understand that their food is not coming from a vague place, far away. It's coming from like 2 parishes over. So parishes, yes, over, sorry. So that was my favorite part, and I realized basically over this internship that I want to do education on that part of it and advocating for agriculture on that side and not so much in the classroom with kids. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Is that all?
Yes.